village secret finger jutsu! 1,000 years of death!
It's morphin' time!
Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Naruto SH Figuarts review. Today we're taking a look at Kakashi Hatake, the famed Sharingan hero. Now this is the next release in the line after Sakura, which I previously reviewed, who came after Naruto and Sasuke, which I reviewed prior to that. So if you haven't checked out those reviews, go check them out. They're a good baseline for what we're talking about. This is the fourth retail release in the Naruto Figuarts line, which is a good sign for the future, and there are more Naruto Figuarts coming with the child versions of Naruto and Sasuke coming up in June of 2023. So yeah, looking forward to getting more of the Naruto Figuarts line, because I thought the first three were fantastic, but let's see if Kakashi holds up to that standard. Overall, packaging art is similar to what we saw with the others, and I do really like it. Nice image of Kakashi on the side here with the name, and of course on the back it shows a variety of his accessories, including what he doesn't come with, and we'll talk about that when we open them. But I did want to note, it is kind of weird, and I don't know if this is just weird or just the way the accessories worked out, but Naruto is in the standard, what I call the standard size Figuarts packagings is the old style boxes. So you can see Naruto and Sasuke, as well as Kakashi, are all in the same size box, right? But then Sakura, because her accessories were smaller, just because, well, I don't know, she has less hands and effect parts, you can actually see that her box is, good on this side, but she's actually in the new smaller style Figuarts packaging. And I wonder if child Naruto and Sasuke will come like this, unless they do come with a ton of accessories. Not exactly sure, but it is weird if she is the only one in the smaller box size. But, that's just kind of weird packaging stuff. But they do look nice on a shelf when you line them all up like this. But let's get Kakashi opened up and take a look at them. Alright, so here we have Kakashi. Now this was a highly requested figure for the Figuarts line because he is one of the more prominent characters in Naruto and one of the most popular. Kakashi was Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura's teacher once they had graduated from the academy. They became known as Team 7, and then later Team Kakashi when he was just with Naruto and Sakura in Shippuden, or Part 2 of the story. And what's really cool is I think that they pulled off a good look for Kakashi, that I think this can be in either Shippuden Kakashi, like how the box is advertising him, or he can be an original Naruto Kakashi as well. And in terms of that, you can actually sort of see how it's got the more Shippuden-style body proportions in terms of the art style changes that happen with that series, even though he didn't physically age as much as the kids, because he was an adult from the beginning. But what's pretty cool is I think that they managed to get a nice captured look of Kakashi. He's got kind of that I don't really care sort of casual look on his default face here. I think the hair is really well done. And just in general, I think the figure is just really nice. So there's details in the paint, like the metal bands on the back of his hands. Of course, the headband itself is really well painted. You can see the little rivets are painted silver on the back. He's got the pouch, of course, for ninja tools. And, he's got sort of the bandage look, and I think the paint is really clean. His feet look a little strange because you have like the separation of where the heel is between the joint there, but honestly it works pretty good, and he's sculpted all the way down to the texture of the soles of his shoes. So pretty nice. I gotta say, the actual paint work is really impressive, and the detail work is impressive, which is nice to see. Now articulation-wise, he's got quite a bit, and this is what's really impressive with the Naruto Figuarts, is that they're really articulated. Kakashi's no exception. So we got a ball joint neck on the top of the neck, and then a ball jointed neck at the base of the neck. So you get all kinds of range of movement. It can pivot pretty far down. It can go back about as far as that collar will let it. The actual collar is its own separate piece. So it wiggles a little bit, which gives you some additional range of movement. The actual torso can pivot back. It can crunch forward and do pretty good considering there's pouches on his chest. That's a pretty good range of movement. It also does go side to side, which is great. Shoulders that move out, they're ball jointed, they move in, they move out. Of course, they rotate. You do have a bicep swivel here, a double jointed elbow that goes pretty far, and a wrist that pivots in and out and is ball jointed. Hips that move out, hips that move forward, hips move back just a little bit. There is a thigh swivel, which is a ball joint, so it's got a bit of adjustment. A double jointed knee that goes really far. You've got a shin swivel right here, as well as a shoe swivel, and a forward and back, left and right, and then this is also ball jointed, and then the toe actually pivots. And to top it all off, the actual ninja tool bag is on a ball joint. So you can get him into some really really, really crouched poses. We're talking better than Spider-Man kind of crouch poses. It's pretty impressive. Like, you can actually get him crouched down pretty far. I think the range of movement, we're going to try to use all the joints here. The range of movement in the recent Naruto Figuarts is definitely a positive to them because they've focused on it, and you can see that it definitely works out pretty good. Now, height-wise, Kakashi is, of course, taller than Naruto and Sakura, as he should be for this point in time that these figures are based on, and I think the scale works out pretty good. He, of course, is taller than Sasuke as well, so you can see the 4 figures we've gotten so far, they have a pretty good scale based on all the manga reference art I could find and the anime, because the anime scale gets a little weird at times. But overall, I think all 4 look really nice together. So Kakashi does come with multiple faces, just like the other figures, but he also comes with multiple heads. So we can pop his head off here. Poor Kakashi here. You can pull this part here, and you can swap out different faces with the single eye open. But there also is an alternate head, and this alternate head has the Sharingan eye exposed and the bandana moved. So it's not one head or even one hair. They do have it as 2 different head sculpts, and there are multiple faces for both. These faces include bored with the current situation Kakashi, laughing or pleased Kakashi, hard to get expressiveness of one eye, but they managed to do it, shocked and horrified Kakashi, Sharingan revealed Kakashi, relaxed Sharingan eye Kakashi, then the other Sharingan face, which is so similar to the first one with the one eye closed, one eye open, and I really can't tell the difference, I'm going to be honest. So of course Kakashi comes with these fists, but he comes with a total of 12 alternate hands, so let's run them down. So of course he comes with some splayed open hands for a variety of poses. He comes with the classic 2-finger ninja pose. He also comes with the fingers specifically for the 1,000 years of death. So in addition to a pair of hands, so he can hold it, you do also get Kakashi's famous book. Now, he has read this book on missions, on training. He always has it with him. Later found out that Jiraiya is the writer of said book, and it's honestly really cool to have as an accessory. Naruto and Sakura were really weary of Kakashi as a teacher when they saw him pull out this book during a training session, thinking he didn't care that much. But honestly, it's because Kakashi's so good, he can take a break to read. The funny part, too, is that if you ever wanted to know what was inside the book, the Figuart's not going to tell you. It's a secret, because only Kakashi, and I guess Jiraiya, knows. Naturally, Kakashi has a hand to open his headband in order to see the Sharingan eye. And the last hands, of course, are for Kakashi's lightning blade pose. As you can see, we've got one that grasps the arm, and one that's the lightning blade, and there's an opposite set of that as well. Now, one of the things that might be missing, or you might be wondering about, is there's no effect part for the lightning blade. Yes, lightning effects are a common thing you can buy in action figures. I think SH Figuarts even sells a set of lightning effects. And yeah, Kakashi does come with a lot of hands, as well as an extra head and that book, but there is no lightning blade effect, which I think is something that I noticed a lot of people saying, hey, that's weird, he doesn't come with one, and it is. It's also interesting that the hands fell out of the bottom of the tray. But the thing I will note is that without the lightning blade effect, I still think he's a good value because of how many hands he comes with. Plus, every hand is like multi-layered with its coloring between the fingers and the gloves and the silver part. So to include 12 hands that are all painted like that, that's where the budget went. Now, the unfortunate part is because Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura all came with effect parts, it did seem like Kakashi should have come with a lightning blade, but he didn't. It also may be one of those cases where doing the effect of the lightning blade may be tricky because he has to hold a ball of energy, but Naruto holds a ball of wind, so it's kind of take your pick. There are options if you're looking, look for some lightning effects that you can buy from third-party companies or whatnot for the figure, but as is, that's the closest to the lightning blade we get. So that's pretty much it for Kakashi. I think he turned out really nice. He does nice static poses, he does really nice dynamic poses. But overall, I mean, the figure is the figure. There's not much to do with Kakashi besides just including a bunch of effect parts, which would make the price of the figure way higher. I do think what's included is worthwhile. It does kind of suck that he doesn't have the lightning blade effect, but I think the overall figure is still fun, and he makes a nice addition to the collection. So overall, Kakashi makes a nice addition to the Naruto lineup. I do think the articulation range on these figures is just insanely impressive, and that's probably the best compliment I can give to them. It's also nice that they're all retail releases, meaning they're available in most regions. So if you haven't seen Kakashi come in stock at your favorite online retailer, just wait. I imported mine from Japan, so I got it before pretty much any of the American sites did. But I did get the Japanese release Kakashi. There are other releases coming out in many regions, so keep an eye out. Overall, I do recommend him. Just, you know, the lack of a lightning blade effect is a little bit of a bummer, but it's something I can fix and replace because I've just been collecting action figures a long time. But it is something that I'm like, that's that one thing that's just missing that I think would have made him a perfect figure. But other than that, everything else is pretty solid. So that does it for this review. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with future Naruto uploads, as of course I'll be doing the kid version of Naruto and kid version of Sasuke when those come out. I don't think they've even got it for pre-order yet, but they have confirmed a release. And then also be sure to leave a comment down below and tell me which character you want to see in the Naruto Figuarts line. My next wishlist one is probably Kiba or Gaara. Either of those. It would be nice to see somebody like Kiba, somebody we haven't had before. But Gaara could use an update from the previous one. I definitely like this new line a lot more than what they were doing before the Naruto Figuarts. And on that note, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Soundout12. Catch my live streams Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Check out Hero Club at hero-club.com for anime news and more. My awesome graphic designer on Twitter at DarkClaw643. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.